Welcome to the Business Hub.
Business in Nigeria. It started as Anthony Nelson.
Hello viewers, how are you all doing? I'm glad to welcome you to another edition of the Business Hub. Now, today is a beautiful day, as it's always been. I have a very special guest with me today, and we will be delving into some strategic financial issues and matters, and one or two things that would help you. And we bring some strategic guys and ladies into this studio. I have with me here someone who is a dedicated living benefit specialist focused on accident, on sickness, disability, and critical illness coverage. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I have with me Mr. Timmy Shaw.
Hi, Prince.
Timmy, how are you?
I'm doing absolutely brilliant.
Oh my goodness me.
How are you doing?
Look at him, looking handsome, isn't he?
Thank you.
Oh my goodness.
So do you look.
Oh, I'm trying, right?
Yeah, you're brilliant.
Oh my goodness. Welcome. Nice having you in studio today.
Thank you so much for inviting for such an awesome place, and you have a very beautiful studio over here.
Thank you so much. So tell me about what you do. Let our viewers meet you. I know a little, but before we go into a few of the questions, let's meet you. Can you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Absolutely. So, hello viewers, myself Timmy Shah. I am 29 years old and I'm a living benefit specialist. So I focus on helping people around, helping Canadians to protect their income, to protect them from any kind of accidents, sickness, disability, and critical illnesses. Because these are all the major stuff which puts them out of business, away from work, and that puts a lot of mental stress, financial stress on them, and then they are not able to work, and you guys deserve to be protected. So that's what I do. I help people out and protect them.
He's a helper. Okay, so now interesting, I think I've discussed quite at length with you on a few of the things that you do. So I would love to know, how do you assess a client's income protection needs, and what factors do you consider when designing a tailored strategy?
So there are several factors. Like, first of all, that if I have to design something the income needs, it depends upon the person's income. For example, if person who is making 10 grand a month, right, so their income need would be different, because usually people think that if someone is making 10,000 a month, it's gonna be like he's making a lot of money. But the truth is, a lot of money goes into taxes. A lot of money goes into their mortgage payment, their rent payment, their car, their lifestyle. Everything gets elevated, right? So you need to design in such a way that, for example, if someone who of earning 10 grand or someone is earning 3 grand, anyone gets out of business or out of work because of any kind of situation, any kind of income halt comes into their life, they are not in a healthy position, right? So I tailor their needs, what is their basic requirement, what is their primary goals, what do they want to achieve, and I help them out and I make them specifically for them.
Okay, I would be glad if you can share an example of a successful claim made, by one of your clients, and how their accident or sickness coverages, helped them.
I'm glad you asked. I would definitely love to share one very beautiful scenario. This gentleman, he's an Italian guy. He has been a client with our company since 1997. Probably I was still in my pants running around the home. So,
I'm very sure of that, right?
So yes, he has been with the company for a very long time, and he didn't make any claim until 2010. Like 13 years he was paying premium. And at some point he was even frustrated, which a lot of people think that insurance is stupid. They are not making, I'm not getting benefited out of it. So he made a first claim, a very small one, nothing much. So he might have paid like $12,000 so far in 13 years or something. And he still got paid like $2,000 for small thing. But recently in 2019, he got sick and it was severe. He got cancer. Now, it is very unfortunate, right? He was the primary bread earner for his home, right? He has a beautiful house and everything, but even though person has a lot of money, a big house, got to run that, right? So now this gentleman, he might have paid so far up to 2019, like maybe 15,000 or something, but you wouldn't believe he got paid roughly around $90,000. How? Because he was having that policy with them. And that was the critical moment because he needed that money, that $90,000 specifically to run his business because he was at home for 9 months. Cancer is not easy. It is very stressing. It gives you mental stress. That person, to that family, to his kids, right? And everyone is stressed out. So that $90,000 helped him to sustain his business, hire another people to take care of the business, put it on an automation mode. He could relax at home for 9 months, 10 months, and then go back to work. He was back to normal. That was a very fortunate scenario that he is healthy right now, right? But still, he got a very big help, and now he thanks every single day that I had met someone.
Interesting. And he didn't start early.
Yeah.
He didn't even start early.
Yeah, he didn't.
And he got that benefit.
Yes.
That's interesting. So, how do you stay up to date with changes in the insurance industry, and what impacts do these changes have on your clients actually?
So there are like a lot of changes, like in the way that technology is improving, right?
Yeah.
Everything gets updated so fast. Everything is moving very fast. If you see, like back in 2010, we were with our keyboard phones, right? No one is using keyboard apart from computer, and even that has become touch screen now. Same way, insurance industry has also grown the living benefit because this is, I won't say particularly traditional insurance. This is a supplemental insurance which pays anything on top of that, right? I didn't knew that before. And there are so many other things. So I continuously, like we have to get some credits. We need to learn. We need to upgrade ourselves. We need to help our individuals, our audience, our people out there, right? So we continuously learn all the new stuff. There are strategies. And I would say like even 5 years is not enough to learn everything. But I got to do best for my clients, for my people out there, right? And that's what I learned for.
Now, there was something you mentioned, in your bio, you mentioned connecting clients with top financial partners.
Yes.
And other experts.
Yes.
Now, can you walk me through how you facilitate these connections and what benefits that they bring to the clients?
Absolutely. See, there are segments, right? Like for example, there is a saying, everyone cannot be a master of everything. Right? I cannot be a real estate person, at the same time a mortgage agent. I cannot be a creative person, like for example a person like you, a musician, right? Absolute good presenter. Now I cannot be everything by myself, but the good thing is I have a very good network. I can get you connected. Someone needs an interview to be done, a presentation to be done, a very good music video for their brand. I have the guy. If you need a house, I have the real estate person. You need a mortgage, I have the mortgage person. If you're into the filmmaking industry, I have connections over there. So I get connected with, like, my day in and day out is connecting with lots and lots of people. So I connect with so many people out there, filmmaking, even not in Canada, even in the US side, right? So I just get connected with those people. I make connections and it helps. God helps me out.
I need like $3 trillion now. So will you connect me to?
You may?
I need $3 trillion.
$3 trillion?
Yes. Where you connecting me with that?
Okay, first I will make that connection, then I will get you.
All right, viewers, we are going on a little break. We'll be right back. Thank you.
They say every heroine don't wait to be served. She writes her own story. Every woman has a story of strength, courage, love, and ambition. They rise above challenges, break through barriers, and inspire us all.
Join heroines Blessing Ajayi, Adeshola Otiba, Emma Answer, Kim Ambrose, and Mokesh Burke as they take you on a journey through the fascinating world of women. with stories to touch your heart, challenge your mind, and uplift your spirit.
Accomplishing, if I'm in any sort of pain about anything, they're there for me. And to me, that is the embodiment of sisterhood.
And which is what we bring to the table. If we were all the same, then it would not have the power that it needs to have. But if you're unique and you're bringing different skill sets, that is how we build each other up. That is how we help each other, empower each other.
So sisterhood is really celebrating each other's successes. Successes.
To them about their problems, their challenges, and that's how I started building my network.
And like we all said, every woman has a heroine within her. Until you discover.
This is the Heroine Show. Showing on the Black Community Canada TV on YouTube and other BCCTV platforms. Join the conversation on socials and lend your voice, because every woman is a heroine.
Hello viewers, welcome back. This is still the Business Hub show, and I still have with me right here in the studio Mr. Timmy Shaw. Timmy, how are you?
I'm doing absolutely brilliant. Thank you.
You were so spot on, in the first part of this discourse and the interview. Now, going forward, I told you about the 3 trillion, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me not look for trouble right now. So, what sets your approach to living benefit apart from other insurance specialists?
Okay.
What is your niche?
My niche is insurance is a very big subject.
That's right.
It has a lot of things.
Yes.
And one cannot be a master of everything. So I decided that I will be having a stepping stone. I will be starting off with the living benefits, which the government wants, like to be having a primary thing, like you have ethics, you have accident and sickness. That's the basic. So that's how I started. And I have a personal agenda because I have someone in my family, some of my friends who have been through a very rough situation, and they were not aware about this living benefits. Like for example, one of my friend who was driving an Uber, right? It's like you don't make a lot of money out there, right? And he had a very severe accident. He was hospitalized for like 15-18 days. He was even in intensive care, right? And then he couldn't work, so he was at home for 3.5 months and no savings, so he was almost about to go bankrupt. His friends and some of his family saved him, and now he is one of the primary client of mine. But unfortunately, if he would have been there earlier, I could have saved him from that misery. So I have seen this kind of scenario with a lot of people.
Can save. No, I love that. Okay, I would have loved you to continue in that line of thought and that story. I think it's making a whole lot of sense. But because of our time, I want you to tell me, how do you help business owners protect their company in the event of employees' disability or critical illness?
So usually in all the businesses out there, right, they are primarily concerned about the monetary segment because they need a cash flowing in, right? If their key person is disabled or is not able to work and some new replacement is required, it's gonna take a lot of money for them because they have to impromptu give a lot of money for a new person to hire them, right?
That's right.
And give the training and everything. He has to give up his own stuff and work around in the store or whatever business is holding. So for that, everything requires money. So if that person is protected, which gives the businesses money out there, right, that helps them to continue the business on the larger scale, on a better scale.
There's this issue of mindfulness, and also wellness.
Yeah.
Right, considering your part, the part and the role you play in the insurance industry, what role do you believe mindfulness and wellness play in maintaining financial security?
I say it plays a very vital role because, frankly speaking, I didn't believe much into mindfulness and wellness until I met someone, a very dear friend of mine.
You know, I asked someone, sometime a financial expert, to say, "Oh, but I'm not a doctor, so you tell me. Go ahead."
So my case scenario was like when people are in pain, right? All they can think about is like they are already suffering from their health, and then their wealth is suffering, right?
Yeah.
You cannot have mindfulness. You cannot have peace. You need to get that when something is secured. I help them secure their wealth so that they can have peace and mindfulness on their body, on their health. They can recover faster.
Interesting. Whoosh. Now, before I let you go, I want you to tell me, are there any common misconceptions about accidents, about sickness, disability, or critical illness coverage that you'd like to dispel for our audience?
There are a lot of misconceptions. Everyone says that God is protecting me. And when someone says that thing to me, I would say, who do you think sent me? Right?
God sent you, right?
Yeah, because everything is done by God, right? Who controls everything? If I have been met by you, right? We have met together. Who did that? It's not that you called me or I called you. Everything came from there.
So it was orchestrated by God.
Yeah, everything was orchestrated by God. It is the destiny that has to happen. And a lot of people think that, no, nothing is ever going to happen. That's good. I wish nothing ever happens to anybody. But I wish if that would have been true. It's not true. It's the wish, but it's not true.
Well, I would love you to look into the camera and also talk to our viewers, our audience. What do you want them to hear in the next 1 minute?
So, guys, everything I do, right, it is not something which is controlled by me, right? It is happened, it is destined, and it is bound to happen. Only thing that we can do is we can think about it, we can think about the future and protecting ourselves, protecting our future. So, guys, be protected, be safe, and just stay happy and healthy. That's it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
My friend, Timmy, sure, your name sounds African. I was wondering when I first heard your name, I said, Timmy, is this man from somewhere in Bayelsa in Nigeria? So it's nice having you in the studio today. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Great work you're doing. And so we wish you well. And we look forward to having you another time, right?
Thank you so much.
Viewers, that's our show for today on the Business Hub. And I'm glad to be part of this very show today as your host. So you have a great day because things are getting better just for you. Cheers.
Thank you so much. All right.